It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From AT&T Center in San Antonio, tonight, the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. It's Spurs basketball to get this one going. Underway in Texas. Rudy Gay. To Aldridge. Oh, he had it. Fultz into the front court. He'll run the offense. Pass to the rim. Now pass stolen by the Spurs. DeRozan. Count the basket inside.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Butler, defended by Jakob Poeltl. To Embiid. Can't connect. DeRozan with the basketball. Lead is 2. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and DeMar DeRozan still able to get it to go down after the closeout. Jay, it's an old-school approach in a modern era.
I love watching him play. He's a guy that can score at the pinch post, has a solid mid-range game, also elite athletic ability. But can his game fit into the modern-day style of the way the NBA is being played by shooting threes and also defending? He's a defensive liability at times, and he does struggle from the outside.
DeRozan with it. Leads 5. Down low, Aldridge. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
LaMarcus Aldridge at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Sixers have the basketball. Markelle Fultz to Redick. Butler hits the three-pointer. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Butler to Simmons. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Mills in possession. Looking to make something happen. To DeRozan. Sixers have it. Simmons to McConnell.
2 minutes left in the
Simmons, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
Can't miss those. Another follow, still no good.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
To Aldridge. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Oh, Aldridge up to block it. And that one out of bounds off a Spur. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Simmons. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. To Gasol. Knocked loose. Short jumper won't go down.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Simmons driving, but a shot no good.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. And the slam.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Now a steal by Philly. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The quarter's concluded. The Spurs have the lead. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast, and the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
The shot by Mills, no good. Fultz with the basketball. It's 12-10. To Embiid. Missed a wide open look. Spurs in possession. Patty Mills. McConnell. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Mills in possession. Right now, 12 all. Fultz to McConnell. Spurs have it. Patty Mills. Sixers have it.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Patty Mills. snared by Embiid. Markelle Fultz to McConnell. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Nope. First one does not go. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Now pass stolen by the Spurs. San Antonio with the basketball to Cunningham. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. DeRozan. Beyond the arc for 3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
To Simmons. Here comes the screen. Simmons to Embiid. It was right there. To DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it.
Line for 2. Entering the game for the 76ers.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
1 minute left in the second quarter.
To DeRozan. Has a look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Redick. They go down low to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. 4 out of 7.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
No good. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there. Long heave from 3/4 court. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Guys, let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Spurs, are locked in a tie after 2 quarters. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. These are the guys getting buckets. The 76ers will start the 3rd quarter with a tie on the scoreboard. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game track. Steals.
The story of this game so far has been the lack of ball security. Neither team can hold on to the ball, and unfortunately, it made the first half kind of tough to watch.
Player of
Simmons did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
who was cold.
Joel Embiid was inefficient in the first half. He's been able to get shots up, but more often than not, they just haven't been dropping for him. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Fultz to Simmons. Joel Embiid. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Old school equals high percentage.
DeRozan with the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Down low, Aldridge. It's Embiid with the rebound. Fultz into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, 3rd quarter. To Simmons. Offensive board. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Fultz with the basketball. Lead is 2. To Embiid. To DeRozan. Aldridge. Rudy Gay sizing up Butler. Fultz into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Simmons. Won't go.
And the tenacity of this game has been set from the jump ball. When guys lined up for it, I mean, you saw the bumping, the pushing, the shoving going on. Guys weren't giving up that space. They let him know nothing was going to be easy this evening.
To DeRozan. Shot clock winding down. Trying to cash in. DeMar DeRozan. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Butler to Embiid. Redick to Embiid. Butler. It's no good. Shots not going down. To Aldridge. Taken by the Sixers.
Neck and neck. They couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
To DeRozan. Rises for the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Has a chance. Markelle Fultz. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
DeRozan to Aldridge. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Simmons the last to touch. It'll remain San Antonio basketball. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Aldridge. Can't connect from inside. Redick with it. Our score all even in this third quarter. To Butler. Short jumper won't fall. San Antonio ball. Patty Mills to DeRozan. Aldridge. Short jumper won't go down. Fultz with the basketball. Tie game, third quarter. To Butler. Curling inside. A lot of contact. No whistle. Mills in possession. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. DeRozan with it. Game's all tied in the final minute here in the third. Patty Mills. Nothing going here on that drive. DeRozan to Rudy Gay. Redick with it. Looking to make something happen. Butler guarded by LaMarcus Aldridge. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Markelle Fultz. Time for some new personnel into the game. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down. It's all even at the end of this quarter. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
To Simmons. Down to 5 on the 24. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Patty Mills to Aldridge. From long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
McConnell to Simmons. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler to Simmons. Fires the 3. Another chance. Another shot won't go either. Has a look. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Patty Mills to Aldridge. 4-3. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Right. Here comes the screen. Simmons. Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
They work it down to Gasol. Able to convert inside. Sixers call for time. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 17, J.J. Redick. Into the game.
Simmons to Butler.
Number 10, DeMar DeRozan.
To Redick. Simmons. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs. To DeRozan. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. And he'll head to the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. DeRozan with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Patty Mills. Down low, Aldridge. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
LaMarcus Aldridge at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Sixers control it. Simmons to McConnell. Takes stock of the floor. And that one out of bounds off a Spur. McConnell. Deep left corner. Redick to Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down. Rudy Gay, tough matchup against Butler. Short jumper stays out.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. To DeRozan. Down low, Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
LA has finally accepted that post position down low on the block. What I mean by that is when he first got to the Spurs, he had Tim Duncan, and also throughout his tenure, he's had Dwayne Dedmon, where he hasn't had to be that anchor. He is a mid-range assassin and also somebody that has an array of moves on the block. If you confront the post, potentially double the post, make him a passer, or if he's on the perimeter, force him to put the ball down on the ground, you might have a chance to stop the big man.
To DeRozan. Gasol. Doesn't have the touch. No good. And the front court comes Simmons. His group now down 2. To Redick. Gets a look. Can't hit. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
There's a whistle and an intentional foul. 2 free throws coming up with 25 seconds remaining.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Butler matched up with Aldridge. McConnell to Redick. Short jumper misses. And now the intentional foul. They'll stop it with 14 seconds left in the game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Jimmy Butler, consistent effort. He's at 50%. And they'll get the intentional foul. So 2 free throws coming up, and you figure 1 out of 2 could be enough to seal the deal.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Spurs who are victorious as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on
is Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Spurs won this game after a close finish. When you're able to get steals like they did here today, it greatly improves your chances of winning. Check out the leading scores for the San Antonio Spurs. The 76ers must be devastated after such a close loss. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
DeMar DeRozan gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.